Ham answered. Graham Reece worked in bars, and, as often as the life he led meant he was looking for a new gig, he never had a problem landing a job. He had a reputation that extended from Bonners Ferry, Idaho to Tucson, Arizona, Galveston, Texas to Rapid City, South Dakota. This was mostly because although he might move around a lot, when you had him, he was as steady as a rock. Not to mention he poured a mean drink, and was so sharp he could take and fill 3 drink orders at the same time as well as make change in a blink of an eye. Further, he had so much experience he could spot trouble the instant it walked through the door, and he had no aversion to handling it. He knew how to do that with little muss and fuss if the threat became real. And last, he had a certain manner that I knew all bar owners would want in their bar. This was because there was an edge of mean to his look. If you knew him, you knew that menace was saved only for times it was needed. But if you didn't know him, one look at his forbidding but handsome face, the bulk of his frame, the breadth of his shoulders, his rough, calloused hands, his shrewd eyes, you'd think twice about acting like an asshole. For men, I would guess this would be off-putting, and I knew from experience it stopped many of them from being assholes before they might even start. Though some men found it a challenge, poked the sleeping bear, and ended up mauled. I knew this from experience, too, seeing as I'd witnessed it more than once. For women, the look and feel of Graham Reece had one of 2 results. They were either scared shitless of him, but still thought he was smoking hot, or they just thought he was downright smoking hot. I was the latter. But I had to quit thinking about this stuff. Thinking about this stuff made it harder. Thinking about this stuff made me want to rethink ending things. More, it made me think I should consider why I was rethinking ending things. I had to suck it up, get this done, even though I didn't want to. Therefore, I hesitated. It was a mistake.
Listen, darling,
he went on.
Tonight's my last night. Got a gig to get to in Flag.
This wasn't a surprise. Ham was in Billings. He'd been there a while. It was time to move on. New horizons, new pastures, trading Montana for Arizona, from beautiful to a different kind of beautiful. Ham's way. Ham started his life out in Nebraska, but from what he told me, through his adulthood, he was a traveling man. As far as I knew, the longest he stayed in one place was a year. Usually it was 6 to 8 months. Ham was not a man who laid down roots. He moved from place to place, rented furnished apartments, and everything he owned could fit easily in the back of his truck.
Taking a couple of days to pack and load up,
he continued.
Thought I'd swing your way, drag my shit in your place, unload the bike, and we could take off for a few days.
The dread moved through me again as I tossed off the covers and threw my legs over the side of the bed. Ham. He cut me off.
You can't close the shop. I'll find something to do during the day, and we'll go out, do night rides.
Night rides. The best. Oh, God, I wanted to do that. But I couldn't do that. Darlin', I started.
Or you can swing it. I'll hang with you for a few days. Then you close up and take a vacation. Ride with me down to Flag. Hang with me for a while.
He was talking time, and lots of it. And he wanted me to be with him for that time. And man, oh freaking man, I wanted to be with him for that while. Not to mention, I'd heard Flagstaff was amazing. I lived in the mountains of Colorado, so I knew amazing, but that didn't mean I didn't want to check out Flag. I pushed to my feet, moved through the dark to the window, and did this while talking. Honey, I have something to tell you.
Yeah?
He prompted when I said no more. I pulled my curtains aside and looked at my not so